Alright, y'all, it's, what day is it? It's Monday. And, I'm not sure the date, April 10th, 11th, something like that. Anyway, for those of y'all that have been paying attention on YouTube, I had a major malfunction Saturday night. As some of y'all know, I DJ karaoke at a club here in the North Houston side. And so we took the bus out Saturday night with the anticipation of having a little party on it afterwards. You know, just a little get-together, drink a few beers while we're sitting in the parking lot. Well, in a parking lot. We can't sit in the parking lot of the club. Anyway, long story short, I decided before some of my coworkers got off that were going to come join us that I would take the bus out on the freeway, which runs right next to the club, to see what would happen, you know, how it would handle, you know, the freeway, because I haven't had it on the freeway yet. All the speed tests I've done in overdrive were on the highway near where I stored the bus, and there's only like about 1.5 miles to get it up that speed. So I wanted a good freeway speed. So we got on the freeway, and as we got on the on-ramp, there's an overpass we go over. So we got up to about 49 miles an hour at the peak of the overpass, and I wasn't really hammering on it. And as you know, typical 7.3 school bus, it was lugging a little bit going up the overpass. Well, as we got to the top of the overpass, or started coming down, I hammered on it because I figured, you know, pedal to the floor, the momentum will help it accelerate even faster. And when I did, I noticed we weren't gaining speed and we started losing speed. And I started hearing some funny noises, and we ended up having to have the bus towed home because it wouldn't go. We pulled over safely to the side of the freeway. Everybody was okay, and I was spraying transmission fluid out of the bell housing. So I just got out here today, and I popped on the bottom of the engine. I set the phone right here. This is the bottom of the engine right here. There's the, let's see here. That's the lower case of the transmission there. And here's the bell housing. You can kind of see it. And this is the bottom of the engine right here. And that's the flywheel you're looking at. Now, this silver piece further in that the light's shining directly on, that little stud comes out of, or no, right here. Right there. So I had the flashlight in my mouth. That's the torque converter. And this lip that's on top of it is the Flexplate. And the Flexplate is attached to the flywheel by this collar up here. You can see that collar right there in the middle. Now if you look, the Flexplate is a spoked wheel, and if you see here, there's a piece missing out of it. I shattered the Flexplate. It is completely shattered. And I can sit here, and let's see if I can prop the light up or something here. I'm going to put it in my mouth here. I can actually turn the Flexplate with a pry bar, and the flywheel does not move. Now when this is intact, flashlight's dying. When this is intact, the Flexplate will not turn unless the flywheel is turning. So you have to turn the motor over. Now watch this. I'm going to stick the light right here. Well, you can't see. There we go. Oh. Now, as you just saw there, I was able to turn the Flexplate and the flywheel didn't move. And you can see right up in there where it's just shattered away. Now, when I took the bottom off, these two pieces came out. And at first I thought they were torque converter, but they are pieces, in fact, of the Flexplate. So, I'm going to have to put a new Flexplate in here. Granted, when I bought the bus, the nose of the torque converter had snapped off in that collar, the original torque converter. And I wanted to attribute it to the torque converter being a junky rebuild, but now I'm starting to wonder if my Flexplate was bad. I'm going to put the light in my mouth again. Actually, no. Yeah. I have pry wire. You notice right there how I was able to wiggle it. It's not supposed to be able to do that. So, sounds like my flex plate was bad, and the nose may very well have broken off the converter beforehand, and it just got to be a more catastrophic failure this time. I'm not sure yet. I've got to take the Allison out. So, I've done it before. It's not terrible. Let's see here if I can get over here where you guys can see. So, there's two sets of bolts here. That outer set mounts that flange to the engine, and the inner set mounts the bell housing to the flange. So the flange is an adapter for the Allison AT545 because it uses a smaller bell housing size. So those all have to come off. This right here is the gear shift lever. That just comes off. The wires are the neutral safety switch. I am not sure what this does, but that'll have to come out. That could be a return line. There's two lines on top of the transmission, two metal oil lines. I don't know if I can get to them. If I can point them out. There's the reverse light switch right here sticking out. And then up top, you can see those two lines. Those are the cooler lines. They'll have to come out. This is the dipstick line right here. Right there. That has to come out. And then I've already taken the drive shaft off of this thing plenty of times. So that will have to come out again, which I'll do tomorrow probably. And then the speedometer right there, hook up, that will come off. So, but that's what it's looking like. I'm gonna have to take the Allison out. And unfortunately, that bell housing is so big that I actually will have to jack the front of the bus up to slide it out and back in. But most likely, I'm going to have to reseal the pump. And then after I reseal the pump, the torque converter will probably have to be rebuilt. And that and the flex plate will definitely have to be replaced. I mean, it's useless now. And then the other thing I'm going to have to look at is the input shaft damaged at all or not? You know, hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's still in good shape. Anyway, that's the status. And we'll see what more will come soon.